Ampy, Dendi, do you want to make a prediction for the finals? A bit unorthodox for your own match, but stage is yours.
Okay, it's gonna be close games. 3-2?
I think a 3-2 as well. Maybe a 2-3. We'll see.
How much of your practice, Ampy, went specifically to preparing for the eventuality of facing Dendi, considering you first had to worry about groups?
Most of my human practice went for Dendi.
Wow. How about you, Dendi? Did you consider practicing specifically for Ampy at all? Or did you just try to develop your own strengths?
I didn't do specific practice, but I was looking into night elves, of course. And yeah, like my two biggest weaknesses, as I said before, like beating night elf army and beating orc army. I was struggling with that a lot, but it's getting a little bit better.
How do you feel about
some ideas?
Cool. We'll be looking to see that. Not going to ask what they are, of course. Dendi, good luck. Ampy, final words. How do you feel about facing Dendi's human?
He's a terror. I'm going to be surrounded on the battlefield. I know it. I just got to find a way out.
All right. Good luck, both of you. Let's jump into the game. Going to mute Defin, and we'll take it away.
Oh, we can do...
Good luck.
Oh, you want to say something?
Caster predictions.
With them in the call?
No.
No, please.
Just mute them and then we do caster predictions. Just mute them and then we do it.
Yep.
Yeah. You want to go first, Kuzu?
Yeah, okay, I'll go first. Okay, so I face both Dendi and Ampy. I will say they are extremely good, both of them. The thing that Dendi does like insanely well is his micro. He lags a little bit behind on his base whenever he starts going crazy with it, but he makes up for it by being an absolute god micro, Andy. So, and then Ampy, overall, I think Ampy is just overall really good. He has really good macro, really good micro, just insane. But I do think, if I were to guess, I think Dendi's gonna take it 3-2.
Okay. I respect that. Now, I agree with a lot of what you said. Some other things are, so Dendi, he kind of has the same plan every single game from what he's shown. He has that early expo. So after he gets that early expo, he's allowed to make mistakes. It's like a 4-minute expo. He has the income to, int his units to take unfavorable trades where he can like pump more units out, blah, 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 blah. Ampy, he really does an expo. So I feel like he has to, Ampy, hopefully practice something to stop Dendi from getting that 4-minute plus or whatever it is expo. So then Dendi is like free game. Now Ampy, he's a tryhard. He's a super sweat. He locks in. I truly believe he's been putting in most of his practice towards Dendi. I don't really, he probably watched a couple of my VODs, probably watched a couple of Geronimo, maybe VODs, whatever. I think 90% of his practice has been for Dendi, for human. He usually does extremely well against human as well. So, I mean, I'm excited to see it. Me, personally, I got Ampy 3-2. Just because he's adaptable and humans, he puts in the work. I think he has VOD reviewed his ass off of what Dendi does. He knows that Expo's coming. He's going to do his best to stop it, and, he adapts. He comes up with strats. I'm excited to see it. I got Ampy.
I agree. I think it all comes down to how Ampy responds to the expo. That is probably coming. But let's see, Melting Valley.
Here we go, game 1.
Yeah, Ampy has got some... Go ahead.
Nope, I'm just casting.
Ampy's got some special builds in the chamber here for the matchup against Dendi, most likely. He has shown a pretty big hero diversity. We're talking about Demon first, Panda first, Warden first. I think in particular Warden first could be interesting. Hold up a second. Hold the phones. We're already deviating far from the usual. This is a Tavern Hero opener.
Yep, ooh. I told you guys, this is what he does. He has been cooking for this moment for the last 2 weeks. He plays most of his games. He doesn't necessarily play that. He plays a shit ton of games, but he's spending so much time outside of the game, learning and getting coaching and researching. So yeah, he's gonna cook something up here.
You guys predicted 3-2s. I'm going to do a prediction as well. I think it's going to be Dendi 3-1. I think Ampy's preparation is considerable and formidable. But ultimately, the early expansion, like you said, Tyler, gives a lot of extra leeway for mistakes, which Dendi does make. Let's not blow him up too much. But he has also done his preparations, and his coach was Foggy, who has been the best Night Elf in Europe for the better part of the last 10 years. So he should have a pretty good grasp of this matchup. Having said that, though, it's going to be Mountain King first. That's anything but traditional.
Yeah. Well, also Elder coming out here. So Mountain King is something that Dendi likes to play. He likes to get those big big, what is it called? The hammer he throws gets a big surround all the units afterwards, and then he just kills it instantly. Ampy is going for a very scary Ancient of War creeping down there with the Ice Troll Warlord. That will be difficult to do, but Ampy is an absolute legend at creeping. He's practiced it so hard, and he's become very good in the mere 2 weeks he's played.
Yep, and he always sends out these early, like, Wisp scouts, so he is going to know what's going on. And again, on this map, Dendi always goes to this bot expo first, always. He did it against you, he did it against me, he does it all the time. I think that's why he even picks this map, to be fair.
Yeah, this map is quite big, and it's quite easy to get an expansion in because the gold mine is quite close to it. He has his footman placed up towards the Ice Troll Warlord, which means that he's going to go for an early militia clear while Ampy is doing the Ice Troll Warlord in the south. And yeah, Dendi will do the same thing in the top because humans are amazing at creeping with the militia. Ampy has seen it though with the scout that you called out, Tyler, as well.
Yeah, so he knows what's going on. He knows he's not going to the expo right away. So maybe there's a play to stop it now?
Looks like there's not going to be a play to stop it. Looks like Ampy is going to go with Pandaren Brewmaster first. Possibly his favorite hero in the game. It's always a goal for him to get the Panda high level as a second hero. He's saying, why not just start with him as a first hero and get massive splash damage early on?
Yeah, it's a very unique pick because the Pandaren hero needs to get to level 3 before it really puts in that big work with the Drunken Haze into Fire Breath. But he's gonna play for the long con. It's gonna be a little bit scary though if Dendi gets an expansion up, but then Dendi will have to see what he can do against that Pandaren because it is a scaling war now. Dendi placing a little farm up at the mercenary camp so he can purchase a mercenary in case he needs it, which is very smart. Use that militia out in the open to get some vision and also be able to purchase some stuff later on without having to go there.
He's going to have to stop this. He knows. There's no way he doesn't. Unless he expands, he never expands. He has to stop this. He has to, right?
And he's not a big fan of expanding.
No, he lost it! Oh, no.
It's okay.
Crazy. So Ampy
doesn't have the most practice on the stream.
Going mercs anyways. I don't really need more archers.
Yeah, I glazed him in the beginning for being really good at creeping, but I guess it was a caster's curse. But he does get it down there. He gets the greater mana potion. I'm not sure, Grubby, if that's a good item to get from this camp. I'm not sure what you think about this whole situation.
There's no better. This is the best item Panda could get from this camp. It's absolutely what you want. It means loads of Drunken Haze, loads of Fire Breath. The Ancient of War loss is significant, not just for what it represents now in a lack of ability to make more archers. It's that Ampy has gotten rather good at which top Night Elves do, which is to use the Ancient of War not just for the first camp, but also for the third or the fifth, etc, etc. So he would have eventually moved that over to the corner here and crept this base with it. It's not the end of the world, but it's a pretty big loss, and Ampy should be better than that by now.
Something that's very interesting to keep in mind as well is that he's actually doing an expo right now, but Ampy sees it. You see that wisp right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, the town hall is scouted. Yep.
How does he see it instantly?
He had a wisp placed right below the town hall.
Ah.
So prior to Dendi getting there, yep.
Sorry, bro. I think real casters have like buttons to press where they're like.
Oh, that's my bad. Sorry.
No, bro. I'm doing it too. It is what it is.
Sorry.
Sorry, bro. Dude, I think, what does that wisp even tell? Because you knew he was going to take it anyway. It's just the time. Wait, he's going right now, actually! Oh, he's stopping the expo right now in his face! Look where Dendi's at! He's still like in the middle of the map! All these peanuts are going to die! He did have a plan, I knew it!
Yeah, so Ampy coming in here, stopping the town hall little by little. It takes a lot more damage when it's being built because it's unarmored, but Ampy comes up here with the Troll Shadow Priest in the front. I'm not sure if Dendi wants to have that in the front because Ampy can shoot it down with his units. And it goes
Oh, he got the kill! Ampy came with the plate. He's going to lose one here, though. That sucks.
Yeah, he didn't stall the expo. He didn't stop it completely, but he did kill a little bit of Dendi's units here.
Not bad at all for Ampy. Coming in, killing 3 peasants, making 2 lose some mining time, killing a priest, and then losing an archer while losing a town portal is a very acceptable result. Now, there is something there that went wrong for Ampy. He aimed his Fire Breath on the 2 peasants, but misclicked the town hall, which made the cone miss the 2 peasants. He could have done even more. Then he's now
going to come in. We got another fight coming in the middle now.
That's a surround. Instant surround. Oh, is this it?
He has no portal.
Big Drunken Haze into huge Fire Breath.
He's getting out! He's safe!
Oh, he's taking one as well!
Staff?
He's buying from the shop?
Staff?
Staff teleportation has been bought, so he can get out if he needs to, but Dendi is running on the back foot now.
A little bit greedy to use the mana potion here. Wants to get some more footmen kill. There's also a wand of mana steal.
The burn!
There's one of mana
Big
steal. He
burn
has
from the
enough mana
Panda
for a
there.
Stormbolt now. The Mountain King.
Burn, bitch!
I think he could have went for a big Stormbolt into a huge damage on the Brewmaster there, but I think Dendi just wants to survive. He wants to stall for that expansion. He's building up the Arcane Vault, getting the Scout Tower. Ampy, on the other hand, is building his Engines of Lore now, so he's stalling for those bears. It's a bear situation versus an Expo. Who will be stronger? The better resources from Dendi, or the big bear army that's gonna come in around 3 minutes when she gets his tier 3 and also the bear upgrades.
Personally, if you want my personal opinion, I think it's fucked. I think he got that Expo up. He's going to be getting free gold. He's going to be taking dumb trades that he can lose units on.
Yes.
Ugh, it was so
The
However,
Expo is really rough at the beginning, but yeah, go on, Grubby.
However, Dendi is still tier 1. We're talking about a tier 1. He just started it against someone that's going for Druids of the Claw. The next few minutes will be in favor of Dendi, but once Druids of the Claw come out, there's a really strong timing. Dendi will need to try and bridge that timing by wasting Ampy's time, like Tyler said, with units just taking bad trades.
Yep. Lot invuln here. Oh, loses that.
Yeah, very uncomfortable situation here for Ampy because but he's trying to chase down that Troll Priest in the back, see if he can kill that big healer, because that mercenary camp does cost. They're very expensive, those Troll Priests, so if you can get it down, it's very worthwhile. Fire Breath might come out here in a second to finish it off.
He doesn't see that he just completed that shop camp, actually.
Yep, the shop camp up in the oh yeah.
Oh, he just dinged 4? Ampy's kind of parsing on this gorilla, this bear.
Yeah.
And also the Brewmaster is a scaling hero, so the longer this goes on.
Oh, he's going in. He said, "Fucking come here, boy." Oh, shit! Flip spin.
Bro, he's
Fucking him up.
he stabs to a solo troll that was gonna get surrounded by 3-4 footies and a berserker, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna go in and use the spells and kill the footman. By the way, this item for Panda as well. Getting Pendant of Energy means he has 100 bona max mana, so this Panda is absolutely gonna tear some stuff apart. Meanwhile, where are we with the tech? Not a lot of units left for Ampy. He's at 27 population. He's getting some bears, almost getting to Druids of the Claw.
Yeah, Druids of the Claw coming out very soon. Blacksmith in response to that. Maybe we're gonna see some Riflemen, which I'm a big fan of, you know this. But we'll see. Teching also happening from Dendi. He's almost done with that in a few seconds there. And the Lumber Mill coming out too. So he might be looking to advance into some high tier units very soon. He doesn't quite have tier 3, but tier 2 is on its way. He's meeting in the Brewmaster on the Mercenary camp right now. They got the Merchant.
It's not looking good for him. He should have pulled that out a little bit. I don't know what he's thinking. Because he does have a TP. Is he gonna use it? Oh no, it's down actually. He popped his Emerald Pot. That's a lot of gold gone as well. I'm not sure he can live here. All his units are falling. They're all dead. It's him 1v9.
And also the Staff of Teleportation is on cooldown. He's got 2 boots of speed, but he's nowhere to run. Those boots are not good for him. He's selling them off. He knows he has to get rid of the gold, and then he goes down.
Ampy had a massive choke here. There were 2 ways for him to get out. 3. 1, walk away. 3, Town Portal. And 2, buy Invis Potion and Dust, removing the ability for the enemy to see him. However, Dendi had Sentry, so that wouldn't have worked. What did he do instead? He bought a second Boots of Speed. He already had one. Complete panic, complete choke, lost his Panda, wasted loads of money.
What I really like to see from Dendi, what I like to see Dendi do, is that he builds farms at all the possible merchants and the shops, so he has vision, even though he doesn't have to be there. And if Ampy wants to get rid of those farms, he has to commit a sort of 20 seconds to kill them, while Dendi can see exactly what he's doing. Ampy is scouting up in the west a little bit with his wisp, seeing where Dendi is, mayhaps, and also while crafting his new hero. So Ampy wants to stall, and it's looking really favorable for Dendi here, trying to search for some creep camps before maybe going into the base now, Tyler.
Yeah, and that Expo is just, I just can't get my eyes off it. Tick, 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 tick. Just mining gold, double gold mining constantly. This feels so bad for Ampy.
There is 6 on that gold mine, but now he's going in there. He wants to cancel that Ancient of Wind, mayhaps. That is a big surround there on the bear. That bear's gonna go down. He might have to use a lot of the Moonwells to get it nice and healthy, but it's not gonna work because those footmen are just absolutely demolishing it there.
Panda is still 30 seconds away. This is looking very, very dire for Ampy. Most likely a quick FF might be the best here to save your morale.
Yeah, I think this is looking rough for Ampy. I don't think he can come back from this. His Panda is coming out soon, but it's gonna come out with no Moonwells ready to get him resources. He is taking to tier 3. He has no bears. Dendi has an expansion. This is looking really, really rough for Ampy.
I would be that guy to call it before it's over, but hopefully he understands what he did wrong this game, because it was very close. Like that gold mine play, if he would have stopped that Expo at the very beginning, buy himself some time, the boot shop that Grubby talked about with the Invis bot, if he lives there, it could be a different game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
agree.
coming down to a missed fire breath that could have killed the other 2 peasants. A little bit of target fire on the other one. If you kill all 5, it actually stops the expansion for a while. That meant that Dendi wouldn't have as many consumes, etc. I mean, it's a lot of ifs and shoulds, and at the end of the day, we're not watching a 3000 MMR player. We're watching 2 players that got good in a very short period of time, which is impressive. There were chances for Ampy, but yeah, like you said, Tyler, it's most likely a call here. Ampy's gonna go through the Mortal Kombat final death animation, the fatality in effect right here.
We just love seeing that big storm bolt into surround. It's like, I feel like at this point it's become Dendi's signature move. He storm bolts a target, gets the big claw, surrounds the unit, and it's all over. The Blood Mage also is there to give him lots of mana so he can keep doing it over and over.
What if you could ban a champion? Like, if you had a tournament where you could ban one race's champ,
What
but
would
also
you ban?
stop one trick.
What would you ban, Tyler?
Which would you...
Who would I ban? Like, per race. No, like if your opponent plays human, you could ban one of their champs.
What would you ban?
Against Guzu, Paladin. Against Dendi, I would ban the fucking Mountain King.
Yeah. So, Ampy probably get rid of his Demon Hunter. But yeah, the Dragon Hawks are actually coming in here, which is a very funky play. I've never seen these, Grubby.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There's FF. Game 1 going over to Dendi. Pretty convincing, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good win, but it's big map. That's kind of an advantage for me because it's too far for him to run to my expo, right?
Yeah, that was big. That was that early expansion gives so much rubber band advantage that whatever happens after, it's tick 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 on the economy. So there are some Night Elf builds that try to cancel an early expansion, but at the end of the day, usually it's not about whether you can stop the human expansion, it's about whether or not you can do good damage. And his damage came a bit too late.
I will say Ampy responded really well to the expansion. He scouted it super early. He knew he had to deal with it, and he almost had it. Like, he was so close to getting it done. And if he did that, it might have went to Ampy, actually.
He had a plan. Like, he had a plan. It didn't go. His Ancient of War fucking died.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
didn't play it perfectly, but a bad plan is better than no plan.
Yeah, very true. And the thing is, you can maybe you throw the first match, you get rid of all the nerves. You're like, oh shoot, okay, log in now, let's get it going, and you just pop off the next games and you play out of your mind. So we're gonna be in Hammerfall now. Grubby, do you think they're gonna be changing up their strats for this, or are we gonna be seeing another Tavern hero, or is Ampy gonna go with his usual Demon Hunter?
I think there's a couple of options for Ampy, to be honest. He could do the Demon Hunter. He could also go with the Warden. Now, do I think this is a good Warden map? Not so much. Basically, there is something you could try to do if you are aware of the expansion timing. The most vulnerable moment that human has is when they're taking the expansion. So Ampy's actually going for a Tavern hero again, so we can already... Oh no, never mind.
No,
going
he's
in with
not.
the altar. Yeah.
So Altar of Elders coming out, and also an Altar of Kings. So again, there is 2 expansion spots. Maybe then he's gonna go for the sneaky one in the west, but I highly doubt it. I think he's gonna go up for the one in the north.
Wait,
if
the
he's
west?
gonna expand.
You think he's gonna
West?
take Ampy's base?
No, I meant this one.
The other west.
Oh, that's south. My bad.
What?
No, west from his base.
Oh, okay, I see. I get it.
My bad. But yeah, I guess we'll see Ancient of War coming out, obviously, and then we're gonna see which heroes they're gonna go for soon, and then we can get a little bit more of a picture of how the match is gonna be looking like.
Bro, fuck Hammerfall. These stupid fucking... Bro, fuck this Purge camp, by the way. I trolled my first game.
Yep.
I was...
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know why I W'd before I got hit.
Tyler, you should do either this camp first camp, even though it's far away, or you start this camp with Blade, you first get purged on your Blade, then you image. It removes...
Yes, I've been doing that. I fucking had a complete breakdown.
Yeah.
There is Demon Hunter coming out, but it might be a similar situation with that. I guess we'll have to see. Demon Hunter coming out from Ampy, and also an Archmage from Dendi this time here. So he's gonna have to Ampy's gonna have to watch out for the level 3 power spike with the water elementals coming out, because they hit like absolute trucks. Ampy sitting down the Wisp to scout, and Dendi is working on his farms.
Demon Hunter,
He does
Archmage
like
mentioned.
the
Go ahead, bro.
He does like Archmage on this map. I was gonna say it. He loves it. So, I'm not sure why, but
Archmage is very, very good for an early expansion. It's something I tried to learn, but I realized that Pally Rifle is just right-clicking and it's just way more fun. There is the Ancient of War coming through here, eating a little tree for a snack. Ampy is doing such a phenomenal job. He kited away the Makrua Snapper with the Archer, so he can live a little bit more time with the Ancient of War while killing the Elementals there. Demon Hunter coming out, trying to get that XP. He does not kill it on the tree. I believe he gets the XP. Yep. And also we see Militia pull from Dendi trying to get that early expansion.
Oh, he's going for the Eastern expansion. This camp is pretty hard unless you do this exploit here, where you pull the creeps away. Once they're on their return journey back to the leash location, the Rock Golem will no longer cast stun boulders. He's trying to do a surround, which is actually a little unnecessary. You can just engage it. So notice how the Rock Golem is not using his mana pool.
Yeah, there's no Storm Bolts coming out, I guess, but he really is addicted to those rounds. He loves those guys. He got Ring of Regeneration coming out there. I think he could have probably gotten a better item than that. Not sure if it drops int items there, but Ampy's continuing his farm on the west. We don't see any teching yet from Dendi because he's expanding, but Ampy just started his tech.
Did I lose
He is actually
footing?
teching.
I hope I didn't.
Not going
He
for...
canceled the expansion.
Oh, well, I guess he never meant to. He's just doing it
Oh no,
to level 2 and to clear a gold mine for later, but going for an
that was not good.
Yeah, okay. So I guess
knows.
that's my fault.
He's checking.
Yeah, checking for that expansion. See if he can get up, if he can catch Dendi off guard. Dendi is running a complete opposite direction, so they will not be meeting each other for now. They're just going to be creeping and then powering up their heroes for a future battle.
So where does this go from here for Dendi? He's not making a blacksmith yet, and he's got only footmen and going to tier 2. 5 footmen already, no defense, no blacksmith. Making a 6th footman even. That's quite a large dedication towards early units. I don't know what he's cooking. I haven't seen him playing against Night Elf with Archmage. My guess is double Arcane Sanctum with Blood Mage second.
I mean, the Brilliance Aura from the Archmage is a fantastic, especially if you got a lot of Sorcerers and Priests, because they have just a constant funnel of mana. I don't know which his second hero he's going to go for. He does love his Mountain King, but maybe it would be good going for that Pala to be able to spam the heals with Brilliance Aura.
Second barracks?
He's going for... Oh.
What?
We don't see a Blacksmith, though, so...
Oh my god, he's going for an all-in.
Do you think he's gonna go footy?
Yeah, he's going for... There's nothing else to do. He has no blacksmith, no tier 3. He's gonna get regen scroll. He's gonna get a tavern hero. And then he's gonna flood defend footies. He already has 7. It's gonna be like 12 to 15 footies. Basically potato evolved. It's like Sun Glitters, but with tier 2 and a second hero.
This is gonna be something that Ampy has never experienced, I think, because I have never seen anyone do this except from Sun Glitters. So footmen are gonna be running down the map every 15 seconds. I don't know how long they take to craft, but I assume it's that long.
Ampy's down 2 wells as well, and he's turning back around.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Ampy is ready for this.
He kind of is. If you look at his skill build, he was actually holding his skill points all this time. He had only 1 skill point and 2 unpicked. By design. It's a high level play that I didn't even know that he knows to do. So he has Immolation level 2 now and Evasion. So without mana burn, he's actually going to be able to do lots of AoE damage with Immolate and have the tankiness to survive the onslaught of the footman. Second hero is going to be Nagash. He's great at focus firing Demon and controlling his movement. But with Immolation, he can bypass that. And let's see what his second hero is going to be as well. It's all going to come down to health on the Demon and how much contact he can have with the Militia. But this is a full all-in. I think it's going to be Arcane Towers, and it's lots of footmen.
So it's essentially a delayed tower rush. Double Naga coming out here.
Oh no,
Ampy actually going to be creeping a bit, Tyler. I don't know. How do you think Ampy should respond to this?
No, so right now he's flustered because he didn't expect it. He's gonna come into this fight. Whoa! TP'd right in the middle of it. All his archers.
He's got the Archmage! Surrounded!
Big surround!
He did! Maybe he planned it!
Oh shit.
He survives!
Massive surround there on the Archmage, and essentially nullifying the push.
That was not good at all, but let's keep going,
There's
guys.
no expansion this time, so they are on equal footing in terms of their produce gold.
However, when it comes to the little things and what you get out of the little things, there was a chance there for 2 archers that were dying to be healed on the Moonwell. He did not perform this. The archers did not end up actually getting healed, so it's -2 archers, -0 units for Dendi. He regen scrolls, Re-goes with Militia and Footman. Wave number 2 coming. This time Ampy will have greater invulnerability on Demon, which is good.
He might build up
He's not
towers now.
realizing the gravity of the situation. He's once again going to tier 3. We're talking about no towers, no bonus moonwells. Does he know he will get attacked again?
Yeah, I'm not sure if Ampy was really ready for this here. He saw the footman, he saw the all-in, but he's still creeping.
He doesn't know it's an all-in. Somehow he does not recognize the pieces of the formula. What do you think, Tyler?
It's cooked. It's all cooked.
So one thing that Ampy could do here is he could get a big all the footmen, maybe all stacked up, big immolate, suck those moonwells, get that juice. He's doing it now little by little, getting ready for that. The Naga is in the back there.
Parse, Ampy, parse!
But he's parsing, he's damaging them, Tyler.
Parse!
He also
Kill the blood mage or something. Okay, he might kill 3 here.
he also
I
needs
shop,
3
shop.
wisps.
Oh, his shops.
He needs 3 wisps right now on the moon, on the water elementals in the back. They are a large part of the DPS. Demon Hunter can take care of everything else.
Those wisps need to detonate on those watermelons. He's coming out now. He's bringing out the wisps one by one, killing those elementals. Level 4 coming out. Very low health. He's popping off. The shop is going down. The towers are being built. Ampy is stressing out. Dendi is pushing in all the work here. If he can survive this onslaught, he might be able to get a good foothold, Tyler.
200 mg of Adderall, baby. I can fucking tell. Let's go, Ampy.
Those towers needs to go down as well, Grubby.
Yeah, definitely looks like the 1-1. Ampy is building a counter Ancient Protector. He's getting his first bear coming out with the bear upgrade. Bear's gonna have rejuvenation for a Demon Hunter that's already tough as hell to kill. He's got 10 armor, lots of health, double evasion. Dendi trying to make this all-in work, but he got surrounded on the TP. His second reprisal came too late, and Ampy's Demon Hunter is insane.
I will say Ampy did a fantastic job surviving this here. He came back with the Demon Hunter. He played well with the Wisp. He detonated the water elementals. The towers are being built, but it doesn't really matter yet because he can kill them easily. He just needs to survive this. Kill that Naga. There he goes. It goes down. The Sea Witch is no more. He's got the Demon Hunter coming up. He just needs to survive a little bit and he's good to go.
He can bleed!
No, I'm not pushing this, it looks like.
He's actually winnable.
This is actually Dendi's first map loss.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Dendi
if
is
he loses,
looking rough.
Not over yet, but if he loses.
Yeah, not over
Protector
yet.
coming up here. Ampy might want to try to see if he can repair that one because that little peasant is just rough. He wants to chop trees. He wants to go back to his mom and work, but he can't. The scout, the arcane towers are burning the mana, but there's no mana to burn, so he can slowly kill them. Dendi here needs to figure out a new strat because this isn't working. He's building a lumber mill in the back. Maybe going to be changing up the units, Tyler.
Not producing anything either. What is his plan?
He wants to get guard towers. Lumber mill is a prerequisite for guard towers, which actually do more serious damage. But ultimately, Ampy is holding. These arcane towers are burning mana. They're doing damage while they are. But when there's no mana, they do nothing at all. He wants to get guard towers. But if you look at the population, Ampy's at 33, Dendi's at 17. We're watching the final moments of the man that doesn't have any map losses yet in the tournament.
Come on, you
can bleed,
motherfucker.
as Tyler said. He is not a god. He can bleed.
Yes!
And he is showing him how it hurts.
Come on, man. Let's go, baby.
I think I'm not coming back from this one.
Responding to the tower, to another tower rush, to the rush from the footman, and now he's actually looking very favorable because the Druid of the Claw is here. He's got the upgrades. He's got tier 3. Meanwhile,
Look at his altar!
Dendi, Meanwhile, Dendi is chilling.
The blocks!
He's not chilling.
Huge blocks!
Oh, he's body blocking.
Body block.
Body block. Oh, the nigga! Oh, he takes game 2! Woo! We got a series, boys!
Game 2 goes to Ampy. Frankly, I love Dendi. I think he's awesome. But it's good that he got to see that Ampy means business. And it's gonna be a fun match.
Okay, close, but not really. I think I gave away all my footies. Was not healthy.
Let's go, man. I told you, motherfuckers, he has a plan.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's
Did
go.
a really good job responding to that rush, though. Ampy, he figured out there was a rush. He learned how to deal with it, and he just persevered.
I personally think he is going back to Mountain King.
Yeah, I think you might be right. He might go back to King.
Dude, let's go. He did it, man. Shock the world, Ampy. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that was really sick. A little worried for him sometimes when he had his Demon Hunter starting a camp, even as Dendi was arriving. But ultimately, he was able to pull back, get in position. He had a nice base layout, that open jaw Moonwell build, where you leave yourself 4 gaps in the middle to move in and out, go to the relative safety of the back of your base, and which was actually partially responsible for getting the TP surround on the Archmage, which bought him another crucial 1.5 minutes. Like you said, Tyler, maybe it was his plan.
He knows what he's doing, bro.
Ampy definitely knows what he's doing. He's been studying. He knows what Dendi has ready for him. Dendi is a good player at kind of changing up his strat a little bit. He does have a general thing he likes doing with the Mountain King and the Expo, but he's good at adapting. He did the Siege Tank attack on Annie, and he's done multiple different strats, so he does know how to adapt, but so does Ampy. So this will be interesting to see how they're going to change up their methods to the next map.
This map, I don't know who the hell put this map into the pool, but it kind of pisses me off.
Why do you not like this map, Grubby?
It's so big. It's so bad for Orc.
Yeah, that is the map I really wanted to play against Orc, because you got a lot of time before that Farseer comes. But we're gonna have to see what they decide to do here. Maybe we're gonna see another Tavern Hero. I highly doubt it. I think Ampy's gonna go for his nice, trustworthy Demon Hunter. Maybe we're gonna see a Mountain King, but I don't know. What do you think, Tyler?
It's gonna be Mountain King. I do think Ampy liked the DH. I wonder what his reasoning for not going was the first game. Maybe he was gonna just try something that he hasn't experimented on before, just in game one, just to test the waters. I think he goes back to DH for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think DH is where Ampy feels the most comfortable. It's the one that he's practiced the most on. It's the one he plays the best on, I would argue. So I think he's going to go back to his home turf, and he's going to try to run it back to a 2-1 against Dendi here. We don't see a Blacksmith, which is really awkward, because there's not going to be any Riflemen on the map here. That's going to be really, really strange to see. But there is a Barracks coming out, so it's probably either going to be an Archmage or a Mountain King start.
What could it mean? Do you think he's going to go Footman?
He could either go a full Footman,
Again?
maybe he's going to go for it again. I doubt it. I think he's going to change it up. I think he saw that it didn't work. Ampy knows how to respond to the Footman, so he's going to go for a different strat. He might start with a Footman though, because the Archmage is coming out, but I think he will transition into something else very shortly.
It's actually going to be an Archmage opening, not going to rely on the Mountain King Stormbolt surrounding. Yep. Against Demon Hunter. Will we see a fast expansion? I think it's so cooked if he tries to do an Archmage all-in on this map. It's just too big.
Yep. I agree. It's too much to travel. It's too much to deal with, because if you fail it, it's basically over. Ampy's sending out a scout now. Ampy's doing a really good job at doing that. Also, we see a Footman running out a little bit here as well. He got to go a little bit loose from his boss.
Footman scouts are so annoying because you can't actually kill it, so you just waste your time.
Yeah, it's very cheap unit as well. 140 gold, I believe.
Tyler, what did you do the first time you saw a Footman scout? Did you try to kill it or ignore it?
Recently, I'd ignore it. I don't know, it was like first time I started playing. Now I just ignore it. It's a complete waste of time.
Yep.
It feels bad though, because they just get perma-vision of you.
It's very tilting when they constantly see you. By the way, the way to keep this Ancient of War alive, he has to issue an attack command on his own Tree of Life. He's actually doing that. If you do that, then it will stop attacking the AOW. Actually, no, whatever. It's fine. He's completely doing it fine this time.
Yeah, Ampy doing a great job at that. And also, if you didn't notice, Ampy actually scouted the left side, perhaps maybe expansion. So he's aware of it. Dendi's doing a great job at microing his militia so they don't die, so he can have a full power build if need be. Scroll of Agility, maybe not the best item to get for an Archmage, but we'll see what the second item is going to be for his mage here. Ring of Protection, maybe not the best either. Pretty bad luck with that. But let's see if Dendi's going to go for an expansion that Ampy will be aware of.
It's so far. It is so far.
Yep, it is very far.
He has to expand surely himself, right, guys? Right? He has to?
He almost never does.
I know, but I think he has to. Or it's just cooked.
Is expanding.
The problem
there
is,
it is.
let's say if a human takes 5 Footmen, 2 Water Elementals, and it just face rolls their units on top of your building Tree of Life. How can you stop that with a demon and like 3-4 archers? Like generally, I think you can't.
So how do you win the matchup? Ideally, in a perfect world.
First, you have to inflict damage. Move your Demon Hunter in, turn on Immolation, kill minimum 4 peasants. Ignore this Archmage, go straight past the Archmage. You kill 4 peasants, you can transition to bears and a very, very delayed counter expansion.
It looks like Dendi is aware of this because he wants to stop him. Ampy doesn't go for the peasants though. Maybe that's a big of a blunder. The peasants need to die. 3 of the peasants are on. It's Tyler.
No, I feel like he wanted to. He just have enough practice in the situation. Oh, wait a minute.
He might see them. He might see them and
He's
go
gonna
for
try
them.
Is Dendi blocking him from going?
Kind of?
I don't think Ampy's trying to go.
So
He's trying to get the... Dude, Dendi's
Oh,
micro is
come
fantastic.
on!
The Town Hall goes up.
No.
One peasant dead, one
okay.
footman dead. He's gonna have to
Eagle
see the
in
out here. Losing an archer as well. It is 2 footmen, 1 peasant for 1 archer, and a very low demon hunter having to slurp up that goddamn juice in the base.
Staff of teleport from the shop. Teleport to this archer. Do it again.
Yeah, that expo has to be dealt with. Ampy should have went for those peasants, and now Dendi just needs to defend this. He needs to put his all into defending this base, because if he does, he will have a very good way to respond to the bears that will be coming up in around 4 minutes.
Ampy's about 12 seconds away from being able to hire a tavern hero. If you do the maths in your head and you see that hire coming, then 20 seconds to walk here. Arcane Tower taking a minute. We should have about 20-30 second window for Ampy to come in and cancel this Arcane Tower. If he does, he should have the tools necessary to do significant damage. But Dendi will be summoning militia to bring up the flank, and the archers will be vulnerable.
Yeah, Ampy's going for the Sea Witch, so that's a very early harass champion. He's gonna be able to do some hefty damage. Dendi is just chilling. Yeah, healing up, but Ampy's going for the base, Tyler.
Fuck the expo, that's what he's saying. I'll take your main base.
Nice.
He had his expo with all his units, so he does this.
This is kind of risky.
He goes for all the peasants. This is risky, but it might pay off for him.
He has no way to go out. In order to win it all, he's risking it all.
Yeah, no town portal on Ampy, so if he does go out, he has to go out with a bang, I suppose. The archer's gonna go down in following with a footman as well. The archer's gonna go down as well. 2 archers for 1 footman so far. 3 archers for 1 footman going down with that fireball for the big archmages here. It's very, very bad for Ampy. He needs to go back. He needs to recover. I don't think he needs to stay in here. This is very, very bad for Ampy. This is not looking good at all. That little footman at the top right corner staring at that Ancient of War. I'm not sure if he's gonna have a snack, but they're just chilling.
Ugh, and the expo's just going the entire time. Oh my god.
Yeah, the expo is running, Dendi's making gold. I don't know how long it takes for an expo to pay off. Maybe you know more about that, Grubby.
Like a minute. For human, it's like a minute.
Being up. Damn.
Oh, it's...
Yeah, when did he get it up? Some time ago. Let's see. He already mined 1,000 from it, and it cost him maybe 600-700 to produce. So it's already earned itself back. He has more gold now than he would have had without. The only difference is, of course, he doesn't have tier 2. So all he has is footmen. He's got later second hero. But so long as footmen are doing the job, who cares? You're getting rich.
Getting rich, making money, paying dividends. He's also starting to taking to tier 2 right now, so he'll be able to get a second hero in around a minute or so. I'm not sure if Ampy knows how to deal with that. Maybe he's looking for an expo for himself as well. I highly doubt it, because he's already taking to tier 3. Ancient of Lore #1 coming up as well. We might see a second one with a massive amount of bears into upgrades, into a big battle very soon.
Okay, is there any world where elves just don't insta-tier 3 tech?
Yeah, there's been some builds where they tried to do Archer Talon all-in. Talons are extremely good against Footmen. The problem is it's not good on this map. So you would have to proxy build your Ancient of Wind here and then somehow try to keep in a foothold there. It's a very long shot. I would say less than 10% chance to win. Second thing they could do is to go for mass Huntresses instead. Huntresses dominate Footmen, but they lose to Water Elementals. So you also have to bring Wisp to detonate the Elementals. If you don't get it right in a singular fight, you're cooked.
Yeah, and cooked Ampy may be. He's burning up his Demon Hunter, taking a lot of damage. It doesn't matter though, because he likes that Moonwell juice. He's also buying, I believe, no, he didn't buy one. He dropped a Potion of Inroll from the Ogre there, so he has a little bit of way to survive on the Demon Hunter here. Grubby, if you were in Ampy situation right now, would you go Bears? Would you expand? What would be the way to deal with this expo from Dendi?
Kind of feels like you gotta do both. I think you have to throw up a very hopeful expansion and go Bears at the same time. The only way you can possibly make that work is if you also start selling some items that you find. So the Potion of Invulnerability is fantastic, but imagine selling it for 240 gold. Even though you lose its utility, that's almost the price of a Tree of Life. Sometimes corners have to be cut, and just trying to do a cross-map bear all-in with 35 population against someone that has 10,000 gold in the bank, it feels like a long shot. So maybe just try to be greedy and do it all.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta gamble big to win big as well. It might
What
be
the
a very risky strat here, but what's more risking than losing? You know, Soapy Mask dropping there for the Demon Hunter. I'm not sure if he's gonna want another that one. I think he's gonna want another Sea Witch so he can keep up that pressure. Dendi's clearing up some very low-level camps. Maybe not the best to clear at the moment. Maybe he should go for some of those bigger ones while they're still up. Level 4 on the Archmage. Also, he hasn't made a second hero yet. Maybe he's gonna go for a tavern hero.
He has scrolls too. He's ready to go. Look at his items. Scrolls, invuln pot.
Yeah, he has
like pitiful
all the
army.
stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is looking favored for Dendi, especially as the time goes on, because there's no expansion. The longer it goes on, the worse it's looking for Ampy. He's simulating a little knight here to get his moonwells up. I don't know if he has the tech so he can walk in the shadows as Night Elf. I don't remember the name of it, but the longer this goes on, I think it's going to be better and better for Dendi.
Bro, get an expansion or something. Just farming. God, I fucking pan my camera and I see his expansion every game and I get pissed off.
Yeah, Mountain King coming up
God.
now, Grubby.
Yeah, Mountain King coming up. It's going to be Rifleman. Also, Ampy made another blunder that he's probably not aware it's a blunder. He hired some mercenaries. Mercenaries are an instant army redemption from the mercenary camp, but they're generally good when compared to tier 1 units. When you already invested a lot in getting tier 3 units, Druid of the Claw, generally you shouldn't be investing in those. And they have further slowed down Ampy's ability to get more high quality bearer units. This is his moment where he tries to make a stand. Let's see what he's going to be up against. Dendi just used his heal scroll so he could pick up a ring and recoup some life. He's going to town portal in, Mountain King is out, Militia are on the way. It's going to be a massive pincer attack.
Fantastic town portal movement there from Dendi. He knew exactly where the demon hunter would go. He's popping the scroll of protection surrounding that demon hunter. He knows he's going to take a lot of damage from the footman, but he doesn't care because he wants to get that demon hunter down. Also sniping down that little murloc in the background, healing up the units, but no longer. Demon hunter's looking really strong here. He might have to pop an invul potion, but he doesn't. He teleports out instead, and the bear might go down as well with the storm bolt into the big damage, Tyler.
Yo, finish the low HP ones. Please. Kill some. Okay, he's back. He's back on the map. He's popped his invuln. He's parsing this thing level 4. Oh, Mountain King. Oh my god, level 5, level 3 elementals. GG.
Oh my god. Archmage level 5 is insane. He even did a surround.
Yeah, and now he's just having a nice little dance with Ampy. Ampy says run Dendi for some reason in the chat. I'm not sure if he's I'm not sure what's going on here, Tyler.
Yeah, he's pretending like you've got...
Yeah,
go ahead.
Ooh, no, I have nothing to say. That was useful.
Yeah, he just tried to pretend like Demon can be a one-man army, which, to be fair, sometimes is true, but not in this particular case. 0 damage to the economy, except the lumber economy, if that counts. Plenty of lumber in the bank for Dendi. He's now making knights.
So if you're looking at the resources currently, we got 32 food on Ampy versus a solid 53 on Dendi. Also, the gold is Dendi just spent 1,000 gold putting knights and priests and sorceresses into production. I don't think Ampy is gonna be able to bring this one back, but maybe he has some secret strat in mind. Maybe he's gonna be able to somehow survive this.
Okay, so it's at least 4 games. So we have two more maps minimum.
One more minimum.
One
more map minimum.
Yeah.
I think Ampy chose... There's 2 things here. One, Ampy could have gone Warden with a very early expansion, basically predicting that there would have been an expo from Dendi, and then try to use Warden and Fan of Knives to do an early expansion. Like Tyler was saying, you gotta match it, like 4 or 5 minutes. Why? Because it's such a large map. So it's equally hard for Dendi to counter-harass the expansion. Option 2 would have been, move that demon into the peasants. Everything would have been different. Early expansion builds from humans stand and fall by the ability for the opponent to deal peasant damage. It doesn't matter how many footmen you kill if you are not affecting the income.
Yeah, I mean, that income has paid dividends for Dendi now. Ampy trying to put down a Tree of Life to do a panic expansion. I don't think it's going to pay off. That bear is getting surrounded, absolutely pummeled. It's probably going to happen again with a big thunderclap maybe coming up from the Mountain King. He's surrounding another bear. That bear is going to go down too. Ampy coming in there with the Demon Hunter, trying to see if he can maybe make some kills.
Come on. He has a pot. I did it off.
Oh, invuln from the... Oh, that was a 4 health invuln.
God.
That was so clutch. Healing scroll coming off as well. That Demon Hunter's gonna go down. Not quite yet though, because they were invuln in response to the other invuln. We're having a little potion party here. The Sea Witch in the back getting chased by the Knight and also Dendi's Water Elemental there. The Tree of Life going down. I don't know if it was cancelled, but Dendi he's destroying Ampy in this. He's really capitalizing on the victory.
Well, I mean, he's really good. He's actually really good.
Dendi is playing out of his mind.
Very.
And I will say also to Ampy though, he's playing good. He's not falling over. He's doing really good job trying to respond to this onslaught.
I mean, he beat both our asses, bro.
Yep, he did.
I took a
Ampy's
game off him, though. FYI.
And I almost did as well, but not quite. Ampy's good. He's insane. He has also put in a lot of work to practice, and it shows. Ampy has no prior experience in RTS. Dendi has played a little bit of Warcraft 3 many years ago.
That's not true.
It's not true?
I think Ampy played a little bit of StarCraft.
Oh, so a bit of the RTS experience, but there's no heroes in StarCraft, though, from what I know, right?
Yeah, no heroes, but it's also a little bit of a... Like, people like to talk about, oh, Dendi's history, whatever. Ampy played StarCraft, so did Geronimo. It's not a guarantee that you're going to be high MMR and high placement in the tournament.
I think the thing is, Grubby, Dendi is just a freaking gamer. He
He's just a really good
understands
gamer.
how to adapt, and he knows how to learn a game fast.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got that competitive experience as well.
Yeah, many tournaments under his belt. But there's actually quite a lot of bears coming out here. I think Ampy is putting in a last-ditch effort. Maybe he wants to kill that stupid Mountain King in the back, but Thorg as a broad axe does not want to go down. It is for Cosmo done today. Even though he might not be level 6, this dwarf can poke a punch.
Stormbolt is up.
Why are we still playing?
No. I think it's a tournament
He
and
has
Ampy wants to
73
try.
top, by the way.
Ampy just wants to go down kicking, I think.
3 Wisp is not enough to take down the water torrents.
Yeah, those water elementals are crazy, Grubby.
You know, we always used to call them water torrents because they're as tanky as torrents almost.
You know what? At least they're not as broken as Warcraft 1 water elementals. If you know, you know.
I didn't play against those.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
GG. 2-1 to Dendi. It's a best of 5, so there
GG's.
will be at least one more map. Maybe 2.
Whew, tough, guys. What can I say? It's tough. My one eye started to cry. Too much focus. Look, you see? My eye is crying. Unbelievable.
Come on. Please give me a 5-game series.
It would be cool to see Ampy do a comeback now so we can get a final showdown 2-2. Who takes the victory?
I mean, what do you think he's thinking of right now?
Ampy?
Ampy?
Yeah, like, oh, that didn't work. Do I need to change this? Should I change this? What do I need to do better? He's too good. I can't beat him. It's over. It's done. I got this. It's all mine. I'm going to lock it. Like, who knows what he's thinking?
Yeah, I don't think Ampy's thinking like that. I think Ampy's theorizing. He's thinking about his times with his coaches. He's thinking, maybe I could go a different hero. Perhaps I could go for a Firelord strat. Maybe a Dark Ranger. Maybe I gotta throw a complete curveball. He does feel very confident on his Demon Hunter, but it hasn't really paid off in this previous match. I think it all comes down to how does Ampy respond to that expansion, because the expansion is gonna happen, and it all comes down to it comes down to that, I think, Tyler.
Yeah, and he hasn't been able to stop it once. He got close in that first game. Then Dendi decided not to even do it in the second game.
Yeah. And I think
that's why I think he lost low key.
Yep.
He tried that little cheesy weird shit.
Yeah, he realized that cheese didn't work against Ampy. Ampy said, you know what? I see what you're doing. I'm not going to die to these footies. It's not going to work. But that expansion is scary. I think if Ampy can manage to get the expansion, get his Demon Hunter into those Pissons, kill them with Immolation, he actually has a really good shot, because he almost did that in the previous game.
Oh, question, Grubby. In professional matches, in best of 3s, do you insta-start after the first game?
Insta start after the first game, or do you mean is there a break between maps?
Is there a break between maps?
There can be. It depends on the broadcast schedule and how permissive the tournament is of player requests. Why?
Because I felt like you were breathing down my neck after every game. I didn't have time to fucking think. Sorry, I'm getting aggressive.
That's okay. When I said ready, I guess you could have said not ready. So I was entitled enough as an early pro gamer. When people ask ready, I say no. I made sure to drink a lot of water so my bladder is full. So either the tournament floor is going to be wet or you let me go to the restroom. That gave me time to think.
When you said ready, I was like, damn, he's being pushy. And then you typed R, Tyler, are you ready? I was like, damn.
You could have said wait. I would have respected it.
Okay, but you asked 3 times. I'm like being pressured to say yes. Yes, I'm ready.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean that, actually.
I have a victim mentality, bro. Maybe I do.
I don't know.
Okay, so we got a lot smaller map here. We got Tidehunter here. Usually we see Dendi go for a nice special tech there on the laboratory camp, bringing it out, doing a little bit of a cheese one here. We might be seeing an Expo here, but if he does go for it, it's going to be a lot less to run for Ampy to get it to respond to that.
Bad memories on this map.
Yeah.
I don't think Ampy's ever going to expand here. Did he expand on this map?
I
think I played against it.
I've never seen him tier 1 expand. This is the hardest map to actually do a Brazen Night Elf tier 1 expand. Sometimes it happens on big maps. I think Warhill was the map for it, where maybe he should have tried to put it down. Like, the money that goes to a tier 2 upgrade could be a Tree of Life first. You delay your tier 2. It's not as good as what Human does. It kind of relies on the Human not coming for you immediately. But I think that's a fair risk to take in a match like this, where you have never shown it yet. Only problem is, I don't think Ampy has any experience in running an economy of an early expansion build, because he simply didn't have time to practice it.
Yeah, so we got an Archmage coming out from Dendi yet again. And
Wow,
also
he's trying
a
to beat
Demon
the
Hunter.
allegations.
Yeah, and a Demon Hunter from Ampy as well in response to that.
What's very interesting, actually, is that they've not had Panda against Archmage, nor have they had Demon against Mountain King. It's almost like they studied each other and had certain hero predictions, and that they are managing their risk and trying to pick a hero they're okay with against what they're expecting.
That does seem like, from what I've heard from you, Grubby, that's something that actually happens on very, very high level too, because the players know each other. They know what the other opponent wants to do, so they try to kind of... There's some mind games going on
Yes.
before the match even starts.
Yes! It's actually crazy to think about, because you're pretty much sacking your entire game.
Yep.
For instance, if... yes, so when I went TC Grunts versus you, if you didn't go Paladin Rifle, I was going to get even more gigafucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah,
but it's just like one of the things you have to do. You have to just guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of mind games going on before the game even starts, and I think that's what makes it so interesting. Because what are the players thinking? Is he gonna expand again? Is he gonna go for tier 2 fast? Is he gonna be teching? I don't know. It's interesting and it's fun, and that's why it's called real-time strategy. You're coming up with stuff on the fly, and that's also why it's very interesting to see how the players respond to certain things. Ampy is scouting the potential expansion now with that Footman running right behind it as well, Tyler.
No way. I don't know if he's going to expand here. I don't know if he has ads to do it. I think this map's a little bit shorter. It's going to give Ampy another chance if he does. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Also, he's going to lose any peasants ever? Bro, you lose like 5 per camp. He's not losing any.
Hey, okay, maybe once in a while, okay? But yeah, Dendi is playing way better than I am at managing those peasants. You are right. He's a freaking micro gamer. I'm not sure he's going to be expanding here. I think he's going to be looking to teching, and he just started the tech there as well. So Ampy's a little bit in front of the tech, but we don't have an early expansion quite yet. Footman is still being produced, so we'll see how they respond to potentially meeting up in the middle now.
Pretty low Demon Hunter. He went into a Wake camp in order to buy Circlet, but his Archer movement didn't need to be like this. He's 3 hits away. He's going to hide, actually survive.
He might want to surround that Archer to get
Reveal.
the kill, but I think it might be a waste of time. He could buy a reveal from the shop to get that Night Elf out of hiding.
Ampy could buy the dust first. He did.
Oh, he did it!
Boots of speed being bought instead. Dendi thinking quick on his feet, and he
Look,
wants to get a little...
There's a second reveal chance. He's sending the Footman there in order to cast a reveal on the Archer. He does, but it cost him his Footman because he accidentally went in. So he kills 130 gold Archer, but loses 140 gold Footman.
Plus 50 gold from the reveal from the laboratory, so it's actually a net loss for Dendi to do that right there, funny enough. But he goes down, he says, you know what, I don't care, I'm gonna continue, I'm gonna use these boots of speed, kill some early, easy camps, and see what we can do. Then Ampy does the same thing as well here. We have a tier 2 coming out very soon from Ampy, also an Arcane Vault from Dendi, and a Lumber Mill being crafted too. What do you think this could mean, Grubby?
Lumbermill means Tower Rush, I think. Either it's tier 3, but I think it's weird. I think it's going to be a Tower Rush, basically the same as what he did in Game 2. It's like he doesn't like this map for expansion, so decided to gonna cheese on this map. Basically, instead of double racks, it'll be like Footman from 1 racks, and then guard towers instead of only arcane towers. I don't know if that's the plan, or if this is just some kind of consolidation of his resources, and for the rest it doesn't mean anything. But I see Lumbermill, I think guard towers.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing that Dendi really messed up in his previous push with the all-in. He made a bunch of scout towers, and scout towers, as we all know, only really damage the mana of heroes, so they're not really good if you're trying to rush down a base. Ampy's clearing up the Ogre Mage in the top right. Maybe he gets a good item off of it. Let's see. Greater mana potion.
Not great for Night Elf. I think orcs love this item. You probably sometimes love it, though you have basically enough mana usually.
Yeah, I mean, usually I spend all my mana healing my militia, but that's another story because we don't see any Whoopton or Woode in this match here. Did we see a Tavern Hero potentially coming up from Dendi?
The defense upgrade just finished.
Okay, so defense upgrade is up. He's selling his talisman, getting a Dust of Disappearance there. Maybe a Sea Witch coming out here. So double Sea Witch, Demon Hunter, and an Archmage. He's gonna go for the base now, Tyler.
I'm sorry, I'm locked in looking at this. It looks like he's doing a little bit something sussy with his wisp here, just running him on by. Does he not see what's happening? Surely he does.
I think he was
Yeah,
trying to
No,
put...
he's in like a crazy fight on his camp.
He wanted to
This is
spread
terrible
wisps
timing
around
again.
to get some kind of scout information. I think that's what was going on.
There's the
TP
teleport
back in.
coming from Ampy.
On.
Oh,
Big
he's...
mana
Sucky
burn.
suck right there. Okay, he has no peasants though. I don't know if he's all in here, just like playing for fun to get his moonwells first and then all inning after.
Yep, might be
Yeah,
it.
you might be right. Right, but the immolation slowly eating away at those footmen, but then he's doing a fantastic job of moving them out. One footman goes down there, two footmen goes down there, 280 gold going down there, maybe 360 gold minus for Dendi. There is 360 gold, level 2 for the Sea Witch, taking down that water elemental as well, maybe, but Dendi actually goes back now.
He's going for the archers. Finally, a more vulnerable target than this very beefed up Demon Hunter. Yo, was that a deny?
That was a deny. Ampy killing off his own archers to deny the XP from Dendi. Absolute amazing thing to see. That's what we see a lot in Dota, but today we're seeing it in Warcraft 3. There
He
he's
tried
killing
right there
off.
as well. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Both players are evolving before our eyes.
Yep.
Yeah, big denies coming from both sides here. There is a lot of footmen being crafted still. We don't see a tier 3 quite yet being done here, but we see 2 Ancients of Lore from Ampy. So he's setting up for that big bear push. In the next 2 minutes, we will see bears, we will see upgrades, and we will see a massive power spike for Ampy. Maybe he's going to be capitalizing on this big push here into Dendi's base.
Keep in mind, Ampy has no town portal, no heal pot. He has done very little showing up here so far. This is a typical overchase that I heard you and your coach talk about, Tyler. You said you learned from your mistakes chasing a night elf to their base. Very similar concept here. What did he gain after having a very good defense by coming here?
Minus 400 gold because he lost 4 archers.
Yep.
4 archers.
He overcommitted and he lost a lot of units for it. I think it's better off for Ampy if he finds some creeps, gets a little bit higher level, and waits for those bears, because those bears are being crafted. Druid of the Claw training is coming out now. Dendi is yoinking those turtles, trying to get some XP, and Ampy is trying to stall a little bit longer there. There is a barracks being crafted in the bottom, so we're
I
gonna
will
see
say,
some hefty units.
this feels much more manageable. Now, like, less stressful, in my opinion, because there's no fucking expo.
Yes.
Yep.
So he just has to hold on in his army. He
Yeah.
just has to hold.
This is looking a lot better for Ampy this time around than the previous time. He's simulating nighttime here. Ampy hates daytime because in daytime, the Moonwells don't generate that juicy mana and health for his units there. I don't know if Dendi's going to be going for a push here. It's
Oh, yeah.
looking like he's gathering up
He's
his
all
army
in.
now.
He's all in. He has 2
Yep.
barracks, mass footmen, he's bringing peasants, he has an
Come on.
ivory tower in his inventory, which is an instant construction, like a prefab tower. Archmage can poop that out anytime he wants to. He wants to kill the Ancient of War, and he wants to invade deep. Only problem is, Ampy already has Rejuvenation and tier 3 ready. Very low on lumber,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, very low on lumber. Dendi has a lot of lumber, but Ampy has none. The Demon Hunter going in here for a big immolation, see if he can get a big kill here. He doesn't have any town portals or staff of teleportation, so he's essentially all in with the Demon Hunter. If it goes south, it goes very south there. Big chain lightning there. He maybe wants to replenish some mana there. He buys some mana from the shop, tries to get that big push there. One bear going down, another bear looking healthy, but the archer needs to go back in the side there. The scout tower is being crafted. The shop is being crafted. I'm not sure who has the lead here, Grubby.
Dendi accidentally had Frost Arrow off for most of this fight. He just turned it on, and it pays immediate dividends. Ampy is getting his Demon Hunter surrounded. He does have Staff of Preservation on the Naga. He could try to escape with the Demon, and he does. But there's no new Rejuvenation coming out. He lost both of his bears. He has a healing potion, but Naga's getting targeted. This push by Dendi. The first tower is finishing.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That tower wall is looking rough. That's something you've seen in the past. I think we've all have seen that in the past, Tyler.
It is miserable to play against because you don't know what you need to do. You can't hit the tower.
J-Donk micro. Op. Everyone go in different place.
Did you see
It
that?
is a stress
He did a
building
triple
factor.
wisp detonate on where water elementals were clustered together, but Dendi hit him with the pre-split. The wisps were not given a new command. They detonated on nothing at all. -3 wisps in an already dire situation.
Yeah, I will be honest, Tyler. I think it's looking rough for Ampy.
This is going to be almost impossible. He has no new units damn near coming out. It's going to be forever. He has no wells. Does he have gold? Barely any gold. He can buy two more pots. The shop, I think, might be out.
Yeah, that tower's slowly killing off the bear as well. Ampy's trying the best he can to survive here, but I think the onslaught of Dendi will be too strong. He even has offensive peasants to repair the building if he so desires. Clarity potion being purchased there. Ampy is trying to just do the best he can to survive, but it's not looking good, Tyler.
Oh, he's holding.
Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back!
There's some light. I see some light at the end of the tunnel. The
It is,
turrets just have to go. I don't know how he kills the turrets, though. I don't know how he kills the turrets.
yeah, it's very remotely possible. There's 2 turrets about to finish. They're 95% of the way done. That's going to be so hard. I really thought Ampy could have held it, but those 2 adept bears that gave rejuvenates, he should have moved them back. They would have had another rejuvenation now, but he used them to fight, and it was not good.
I think it's impressive how well Ampy is holding this. His heroes have still not died. Most other people in this tournament, and even just normal players, would have lost many minutes ago here. But Ampy is doing one last-ditch effort with a healing pot and the Demon Hunter to try to survive here.
This is, in fact, looking like Dendi is going to take home first place in this tournament in an extremely convincing fashion.
Yeah, Sea Witch going down there, and the towers are slowly murdering his units. I think we're looking at our very first champion of the OnlyFangs Invitational here.
Does look like it. No more heal pots in the shop. That Demon Hunter goes down. It's a GG. Ampy.
GG to Dendi.
Well played from both players. I feel like we need to not understate that. Dendi is insane, but Ampy has played out of his mind the whole tournament.
Woo! Yes! Let's go! Woo! Woo! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, congrats, bro!
Yo, congrats, dude. That was awesome.
Thank you, guys!
Well played,
Ampy.
both of you guys.
GG, man.
GG. Dendi, you showed 2 different builds, 2 different starting heroes, which actually makes for 3 different ones. The build that already failed once, that Ampy held so well with his Immolation level 2 Demon Hunter, you dared to try it again. Did you feel like you could make adjustments to make it work this game? Or was it just something you had predetermined on this map based on your research?
Both. I did some researches, obviously, for this is a small map and it's really hard to do Expo and play from Expo, I think. Like, it would be maybe hard for me to defend. Even though it feels like with Expand they're having more success. But at the same time, I think the first game that we played, Amphy did an amazing TP on my head and forced me to TP away. And that slowed down the push. Because it's very all-winish thing, right? You attack first time, you do some damage for Moonwall's juice, and then you come again with towers and try to all-win. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's pretty complicated. Yeah. So I got lucky second time, I guess. Didn't need to TP home this time around. Yeah.
I think
you're selling yourself a little bit short here, but yeah, go on, Grubby.
Yeah, you're showing a lot of humility when you worked on your strategies, your research of the opponent, your micro, your game understanding. Pretty surreal. You're in your first games of human. You put in so much work the last few weeks. Ampy, so did you. You showed a lot of different starting heroes, showing a level of versatility that is very rare for a beginning player. That was not technically a question, so I understand why you're not saying anything. I'm going to ask a question. How do you feel?
Yeah. I mean, I put up my best, but wasn't enough, boys. It was a good game.
You played great, Ampy. Dendi is insane, but you did some clutch plays, actually. You did some good comebacks.
Good, bro. You did.
Yeah, you did.
You have really good micro, I think. Like, it's not easy to fight you. Yeah.
Bro, your immolation splits were nuts. That was insane. Like,
I learned it from last time, man. Last time you burned my entire army.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what should I do with that? Like, I should just hit you with Archimage and move my footies around. Like, yeah, so I'm adapting. The first game that I tried to rush you also, I didn't put lumber mill. So all towers, only towers I could put is magic towers. And also I didn't buy towers from my shop. So the second game I bought tower from a shop because it built up fast. and I
Yeah, you
put
had the
one per
little
mil.
pocket tower. It was funny.
Yeah. So like I also improve from game to game, like trying to adapt a little bit.
Yeah, great games, everyone. Again, huge thanks to all the participants playing in this tournament and putting your time on the line in the last couple of weeks. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I know the game can be frustrating sometimes, and that's showing part of our human side and your human side as well. But ultimately, I hope that it also was paired with pleasure and a feeling of reward when you figure out some gnarly game system of this ancient game. It was great watching you guys play. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
GG's,
it was
guys.
awesome.
You also guys played well. Wait a minute. Are we doing the customs after, whatever you said?
I think it'd be fun to do a Uther party where we all play. I mean, it's not forced. I'll host the lobby on Battle.net, and I'll put the game name in the finals channel. If you want to join, you're free. If you want to spend your time otherwise, it's also fine. But yeah, it's totally up to you.